Oh,
Hallo.
hallo. I was actually very alone the last days here. Oh, we have
Ja,
good scenery. Noting it down for track of the day of the year with that scenery.
This one?
Okay, maybe the thumbnail looked a bit better then.
Yeah, it doesn't look. It looks good. It looks good, but not that extraordinary.
Would love it to be ready. Because I just went through some results of the old car track of the days to see what players exist for the Old Car Cup and Team
I mean,
2020.
it might be rally, yeah.
And before Granadi comes back and you have no chance, would be something, but I see a stadium
I
club.
think it's yeah.
Yeah, always when you see that block set, you think like, could be rally, but
Yeah.
the transitions and so on, it looked like could be stadium as well. And then also a pretty standard track of the day, with a bit of road, a bit of dirt, a bit of grass. At least it is mixed by now, and not just full grass or something. And transitional, okay.
Oh, that turn.
Also, I've seen that you are already in a team there for the Rebellion Cup. Rebellion Cup is the old car team cup that will happen in this game here. And my Yokosu is actually already in one of the teams. You could see it. You left that team today? Okay. What's the best way here? So that's with all the penalties, it's not obvious what the best line might be. To maybe also just go full left there. Yeah, probably.
But you guys at one part jumped close to a hole to basically two-wheel, or have two wheels on a hole border to avoid penalty.
Yeah, maybe that is exactly what I just thought about. But I will also watch a GPS now.
Driving wise, it's not that good, but I think it shows some lines.
Since so far there wasn't anything special, I'm pretty sure that is exactly what I saw. But I also just discovered myself. Close to the finish. Yeah, exactly. It's a bit weird that he built it like that when he already knows himself that you have to drive it that way. A bit strange.
There's this one drop into the right turn that you kind of need to release. That's also weird.
And very important, not just weird.
Yeah.
Ah, I cannot keep my gear in the first drift. Lucky. Now I got to run through and it was immediately 6th overall. That's surprising. Okay, but the AT is not bad. Nobody has it yet. That AT... The GPS run is not the AT time, right? Interesting, that actually worked. Ah, shit. I just made a mini drift in that black turn in the start and actually gained time. But I don't know if you really have to do it. Probably not. I just had a line where I had so much speed I wouldn't have gone around anyway. How many moments of the Birmingham LAN is in the TMA Wars? Yeah, we will see. I have to go through some clips, if people actually clip some highlight moments, or I have to create them myself again. Today we can talk about it, I watched everything. Also 2 days ago when I said my last match was the Granati Otak Blablub match, I had no idea that this was the last match of the day. But obviously I still wanted to watch the parallel matches, and those one I didn't want to get spoiled, so it was still fine. Got 3/10 improvement. It's very strange that the very first transition is already not smooth.
That one is, you can get it somewhat smooth, but I don't know if you want to get it like that.
No, at least I didn't get it in a way that it was that it felt super nice overall. in combination with how inside you get through the corner. Ah, this was better now. And actually gained a lot, holy moly. Okay, it might be actually quite important, this first transition. Was my PB that bad? How's the map? It's interesting. It's more like standard Cup of the Day, but it has some weird parts with penalties and transitions. Ugh. Might be that this part sucks. The jump into the right dirt turn. The narrow dirt turn uphill. Like I landed and I lost so much speed immediately at that landing.
I missed the turn before.
Yeah, that one is not easy, but I got it by now quite often as well. Here, this works. Interesting. 79 now. I have to say, this is actually a possible seeding win again. So if I would get a full run through, it's not out of the world to win the seeding at the moment.
Can't survive a single run. There's always something. I was in first place. But the tree branch sticks out in the transition. Where you want to skip the penalty on the left. The tree branch. Oh Hilly, since you're here, I had a question to you. I noted down on my Google sheet that there is a map where you can hunt until tomorrow evening. It's a Royale based map and I have no idea from where I heard about this competition, that there is actually some competition on that map, because on the track page on MX I don't see anything. Do you know anything about it? Does it come from you? I don't have no idea actually. I noted it down to my Google sheet with the deadline and I have no idea from where that is.
gone such a crazy time here, but I didn't get anything through either. I hope you get something through. It's gonna be a smurfing action there in Div 10 on the horizon.
Just improve to Div 2.
Okay.
But still, I didn't get any penalties, skip, or also some bad parts before, so there was a lot more potential.
Yeah, I would think so.
I also pretty much saved it now in the end, because I didn't want to get Div 10.
Is Marchie Mondays happening today? No. Marchie Monday is over for this year.
Was the final already?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Another win before Granati comes back? Yeah, that's probably the last chance, right? But to be honest, the last 2 days I had good chances to win, it didn't work. I mean, this one is also not too bad, but this is a map that many people can play. And the transition in the middle, also the whole middle part, I still don't fully understand it. Also after this dirt uphill, the jump into the left platform is like super strange. Especially the exit out of that. I'm wondering if it is possible to backslide CP3 somehow to keep more speed through the penalty grass. CP3. 1, 2. No. No. Oh. No, here's nothing with backslide. And I got 10 gifted subs by an anonymous guy. Wow. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Time to try for the new subs, okay. But this cannot be good, because you just don't have enough exit speed out of the grass line. The idea would be to do something like this. But now comes the problem. I have absolutely no speed here until this section. I lost like over a second now between the two checkpoints. Yeah. But yeah, this whole section here is really tricky as well. Some of the signs loaded at the start, and at one sign I saw the name Taco. And since I noted down a lot of Taco maps for possible track of the day of the year, also it is not his map, but apparently he helped with it, I guess. And there's a sign of him. And to be honest, the scenery also reminds me of his scenery, so makes sense then. I hope I don't die on that tree branch. I mean, where the heck exactly is that, what I hit? The question is, of course, could you also go from here? Oh, I should have tested that in this round, to be honest. is the safest solution if you get the line. That's for the question earlier, DreamHack. I watched, of course, all the matches. There were, of course, some things that you could note down for TM Awards. But there was nothing super outstanding, you know? We didn't have a match with quadruple finalists, for example. Can argue about comeback. Ren had a comeback in one match, which was very map dependent, however. Maybe Bosa also had a comeback with Shua. He was also very good on one track, that helped him a lot. On USA. And Granati obviously had a comeback. Where Granadi even won, like that was the consolidation final, but it doesn't really matter if you then won this or not, because you needed only top 2, of course. But of course you can talk about this. Yeah.
I came home and it was, I don't know, like first third of the match was done, and I came home and I checked the standings, and then I saw, okay, Granadi is super far behind, and I thought, okay, I'm not gonna watch it, I'm going for a run now. Went for a quick run, came back, and then the grand final was on its way. And then there was Granadi in there, and I was quite confused.
Yeah. And you can, of course, I don't know if it fits into comeback or how you would put that, but as a what the heck was Pac's tournament? How is he the winner of this? In the first matches on Friday, it was pretty obvious that Pac has no chance to win. Even top 8 was tough. Because he was clearly worse than the other players that already were very strong. Like, how did he improve over that weekend? It's incredible. Like, on Friday, I think nobody would have guessed that Pac will win DreamHack there. Like, but it is still Pac. Like, it's not the first time. There is something with him.
There was also this stat where he basically played almost twice as many rounds as the other players in the grand final over the whole tournament.
Yeah, that makes also sense. I mean, it is a bit strange because he was basically twice in the loser bracket. So he lost actually in 2 matches and could still win the whole tournament because of this weird system. Where did you see such an interesting stat actually?
I don't know if it was Twitter or Reddit.
Okay.
Something like that.
I had a feeling the last matches against the very strong players, Granati also did not play as good anymore as he did in the first matches where he was dominating. Of course, the thing is it's different, like when you play against Carl Jr. and Epos and Pac and Mada and so on, you need to risk more to be safer in getting 10 points. But like still, it was a bit surprising.
I think Pac and Carl, they also just have so much more experience with those long LAN days.
Yeah, but Carl Jr., to be honest, also did not really perform that well in the grand final. Also, he played also far behind his level, I would say. And still he was close to win this. That's the thing with Carl Jr. He is so good that even a bad match can still make him win. So. But if he has a good match, yeah, then goodbye. and nobody has any chance, then something happens like in ESWC 2014-15 or so, where he won 7 or 8 rounds in a row in the grand final. I got a land bug. He's no out here. Okay. Marius, did you notice that Virtual called you the carrier of Trackmania history in the last Bomb Cup? That's crazy. I didn't know that, no. But Virtual is doing historical story videos about, okay, just about certain maps, but... That's cool. So I was also thinking, already since last year, how cool it would be to make an all-time TM Awards thing. I don't even know if it has to be with voting in the end or how you would do it, but like an all-time over the since Trackmania started, the round of the year of eternity, basically. Oh wait, I have to. Okay, 3 seconds. That's looking decent. Oh, I hate that you always tilt in that transition. It's like, and I cannot overjump the penalty there. Like, I'm never fast enough. That's so annoying. So dangerous because you can't just land and flip over.
That's how it just went out.
Yeah, from any year, like the round of the, since the game exists and so on for several categories. But for something like that, I of course need then the help of Virtual, Spam, some older guys as well that know about a lot of stuff as well. Would remember everything, because this is then more coming from memory, and the Google Sheet doesn't help then, or noting down while it happens, it doesn't help. Like this is the old school of TM Awards. You have to remember everything from scratch and then note it down. But it could be interesting maybe for the newer players to see some old classic legendary moments.
I'm not sure if it would work as an award, because most people probably don't know.
Yeah, I really don't know. Like when you vote for stuff, and the most people that vote are actually new people. So in that case, a jury is then actually maybe the solution to that. There were, by the way, I don't know if you saw it, there was of course feedback. Import was bringing the jury again into the equation. I have to see how we do that next year. And I don't know, probably it's possible to include jury, but the question is, also you have to know for the website and for the votes, for the results. But the question is, of course, how would you, like how important should these jury votes be? How do you calculate it combined with the user votes? It's a very difficult thing, I guess. I was always against jury votes, because I think like there are enough categories where why should I decide it? Why should I have such a big impact on the result when it's a completely open thing? But there are of course also categories, like last year you could have argued in Player of the Year. Imagine we reveal the results of Player of the Year and then it's not Carl Jr. Because popularity votes have Granati then in front of Carl Jr. or something. That would of course suck. For such cases it would be good if there's a jury that has like big influence, because you have of course results to back it up, you know. You can make logical reasoning on who should be ranked above what other nominees and so on. But that doesn't work all the time. Like we might have years also in Player of the Year where one player won that, one player won that, one wants that, and then the question is, what do you rank higher? Which achievement is better? It should have more value for Player of the Year. Not obvious. Would be better as a video format? Yeah, probably. If I would try to make something like that ready, wait, in danger, or big danger. Oh, 100, and I'm not even an orange. If I would try to make something like this ready, then it makes sense for the 25 years of Trackmania existing, like came out in 2003, so 2028 or something.
Yeah.
Down is out. Huge. Okay, the rounds are closer. From red into 9th. Moller out. Was of course a top 18 round now. And Shark drove a .51. Ui. Also the problem with this track here is that you have this annoying speed check. Like from the turn that Chris struggled with. If you don't have that good, then you cannot make the jump. It sucks a little bit. One rounds here.
Game is just blind, tight, and we have to release, so it's quite a challenging turn.
Yeah, it's extremely punishing. You cannot save it, that's my issue then. Because if you save it, you are too slow.
Actually, it's not that blind in Cam 1, I just noticed.
Yeah, it's doable. It's a bit weird with the shadow, but it's doable.
Hmm.
Shark is out DNF. Obviously now this transition there didn't work at all. Qualifying in 7th and winning their 67th overall cup of the day was the player. I know where Ratchet has that sentence from. It's actually a YouTuber, Toity. He's always uploading the track of the day world record replay from, I don't know, a bit after cup of the day. He records it. And then he always explains who won the cup of the day, how many plates, what was the cut-off time. He always says all these things while the record is running. But the weird thing with his videos is it's never the final world record, it's always just the time that was world record. You got the landing bug at the last transition. I got the landing bug earlier as well in one of the 2 jumps right before the end. It's so strange, this part here, with the platform. Ooh. Oh, that's the snipe. You have to basically purposely land bad on this platform. It's very strange. I cannot move. Also, now here it is. The thing is, if you let me move the camera. Like if you just try to land very straight so that you keep a lot of speed, then you will automatically have this very wide line and you just cannot get over this. So you have to land slightly angled in this uphill and you immediately lose speed and gears, but it's the only way to hit this transition at the right spot. It's very weird and annoying. They have a mistake here by the guy that was in first. Oh my god, Rampel made a mistake. Ach hey. Oh my god, so many people had that bad in this round. Like only one driver survived. With a .96 winning and then 7/10 to second. What was this round? Yeah, the scenery is good. That's why I thought I could note it down. Looks really nice, especially with the back and the kind of river in the valley. But yeah, this kind of scenery that you see here on the sides, I think that's really standard for Taco maps. And there is a sign at the start with Taco here. So probably he had some impact on this map. Even though it's of course the map by InLeader, he was also on the server DNF the first round. Yeah, the cat is not
mid
so...
part is just wild. Nobody's surviving the mid part anymore.
Yeah, it's, the whole part is like very strange. It starts of course with the difficulty that you have a speed check. But then also, if you have to turn really good before, you can be too fast. So you actually have to release them again in the air so that you land nicely early on the dirt. You can then also over-angle on the dirt. Oh my god, super... Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Yeah. What else I can say is... this dirt turn as well, like usually you would want to have like good exit speeds, yeah, and then exit the dirt a bit further left. But because of this transition, you actually have to stay on the right the whole time, but without losing the gear, ideally. But it's also so strange that you have to exit such an uphill turn on the right side. People will come now. Okay, they all went here, but the angle is of course bad. Because then they have to angle their car more in the air. Ah, hi, Super Kalu. Then they have to angle it more, so they lose speed. So ideally you would probably exit it further right, so you don't have to angle as much. But yeah, this transition is also a crime. I don't know. But the winning times, 46.2. That's crazy. Also, the fact that you can easily have a two-wheel landing there and flip over as well. The fact that you cannot really overjump the penalty here completely in this jump is also like something. And then, obviously, the tree afterwards in the next transition, where I hit the branches of the tree. That's annoying that this is possible. Also, yeah, the whole part there is really... Hence, this is also one of the Cup of the Days that could be won by many different players if you just survive the right rounds, because you see... The last 3 rounds, top 5, top 4, top 3 were decided at the start already. Like, we are not even reaching the middle section and we already have the decision who gets further here. That's crazy. I hope the final will be at least good. Ach, hey. And he's not even going out with that. It's crazy. It's like, where is he? Like, I think he survives. It's so stupid. The level is really low. What the fuck?
A good final would be very unexpected now.
Yeah, so looking at the previous runs, it's like if Barbos wins this, it's like the easiest and weirdest win that he ever had, probably. Flyer is quite often in finals lately. He's doing good. Okay, they had the exact same line. There was like one car in the first transition. That's crazy. Okay, both keep the gear, both still equal. So far so good. Barbos is landing way too far right. This will not be optimal. You can at least speed slide earlier here. Yeah, and still almost equal again. Now this turn, both get it good. So now it gets important. Oh, that was too much release from Barpos, but it's still fine. However, Flyer got it better, also has the better line here. But where's Flyer going? Can that work? He did not flip over, okay. He's actually ahead. But Barpos somehow got less penalty there, tries to attack. And oh my god, it looked like a decent round now, but the times are so bad. 46.4. I was also so surprised that Barpos did not overtake Flyer there. And Flyer's asking slow down too. I guess that they both actually had a bad landing then. Like, Flyer was obvious, he was way too low in the jump, and I could see him also flipping over at the landing. Somehow survived it, and somehow he had then more speed than Barpos. That was very strange. Also 0.4 winning time. It's, yeah.
Looked like a good final, but it wasn't.
Yeah, it's very, also, I don't know, it was winnable. But I was myself also struggling with consistency on this, so. But you never needed a really good time. Not in a single round. That's crazy.
Alright, I'm out then. Bye-bye.
Goodbye. So do we do the classic again? Or will I fuck it up somewhere? Ah, bad landing, as I'm not PBing now. Looked like for a long time as if I would PB. That was again so typical how I got the first transition here immediately good, obviously. Div 33 win time was 48. But okay, that still misses 2 seconds. But might be still a bit fast for Div 33. So. But we know there are always some smurfers in those divs. So let's get the 18. That's the goal. Am I playing Overdrive? I don't think so. Like, I haven't really practiced now any of these maps. Also, it will be often, of course, on weekend days where I'm at work. So, like, it would be more like a fun participation, I guess. I mean, I actually, in May, I will try the EWC qualifier. Like, at least one of them, I will try a bit. Just to see how far would I come. What would I get? That's at least my current planning. But now the current 5 maps from this campaign, like, I never could train any of them because I could never participate in the qualifiers. So yeah, makes no sense. But why do I get more penalties suddenly? I need 2500s for the A team. That's very doable. Probably should have tried full speed. Uli, thanks a lot. True, actually. What is it? 31 plus 28 makes 59. Yeah, and landmark. Amazing jump there. Only if we have the February going until the 29th, then it doesn't work out. Damn, so this should be my day of the year, actually. Upsala. Uli, I was showing you in stream here some of the Voice Kids performances, right? Like some months ago. Because I have some new ones that are interesting. But only if you're interested. Is this a PB here? No, it's not. Maybe interested? Nice. Then wait a moment. First of all, I have to make sure that Mozilla is not putting it into the VOD when I open it there. Same as iTunes. Where's iTunes there? Yes, I have to okay. I am opening. Perfect, the iTunes song is also ending right now. Also, this is from the Voice Kids Croatia, and it's from the semi-final. And there was like a YouTube video with the best performances of 2026, but that YouTube video was from early February, so barely any country had already a season going. And in that compilation, there was this performance. But the funny thing is, on the Voice Kids side of Croatia, this has barely any views. This is by far the video with the lowest amount of views, and apparently she also didn't even come into the finals, which I cannot understand. So I'm opening it. Yeah. On PB. I have also a second one. Ah, scheiße. It's too wide. Yeah. I probably opened that video already like 50 times and it has only 10,000 views. So strange. But I have a second one. And here again. That is from The Voice Ukraine. And also not Blind Audition, but later. And it's a song I didn't even know. It won actually the Eurovision Song Contest for Ukraine a few years ago. But yeah, that's just crazy. The song is called 1944, but like it's I don't know which language. Did you mean that with the thumbnails of from this year, from Croatia? Ach so. Yeah, here. Yeah, that's what you mean. A lot of blue and she's green. That's funny, yeah. Actually funny. And she is green. I couldn't believe that she won that. Like, this is like not a song that we would know. It's like from the country. But just the way she was performing, it's like also. Okay, so I got Grievix, La Pepite, Nobi, Darker, and Danik B. I won the track Madel, that's nice. I can see if I have another one that I could open. How about this one? For all the math nerds, Pi ist transzendent. Maybe I should show a bit of the video. Someone has to make like a song request and Granati stream with that song. You could argue it with the fact that this guy is also from Dresden. Yeah. It's the longest math song from him. What is this landing? He uploads a video about Pi always every year on the 14th of March because of 314. Every year he uploads something, and this year it was this math song. And he's known for math songs as well. As if you didn't know, the 14th of March is called the Pi Day. Alright. Do I have something else? Dope TM music. Yeah, so the two that I showed here were the main ones that I wanted to show you. Let's close it and make the iTunes music again on. No, thank you. But we need a few more hundreds. Well, it's probably already too far behind. Let's try without Ghost shortly. Got 2300s, okay. Restart. That's good. That's very good actually. That's stupid. Ah, was a bit too slow though. We have 2 minutes until the 20 curb starts. I have lots of speed, now I have to do this. Okay, time to log in. Not like this. Healy, are you still here? I don't know if I saw an answer earlier from you when I asked you about a possible map hunting. Oh, 1200 behind is not enough. Yeah, we have to go to the 20 Cup. They start often pretty much in time. Let's see what the waiting map is now, because his previous lobby map actually became track of the day. Yeah, we have a new lobby map, but this is not looking to become a track of the day. I think I figured out how this is meant to return. That was really sick. Ah, that would have been fast. $15.7, still a whole second behind first. Alright, 20 Cup is starting, guys. Here we go. There are actually not many players, so it's your chance to win this cup. As usual, the goal in this competition is to be as close as possible to exactly flat 20 seconds. The 5 closest players to 20 seconds each round will get some points. Oh, that wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. Second place, equal with Mart Ghost. I don't really remember this track. I don't know what my strat was last time that I opened this, or that I played this one. But I have a nice strat. Cool Head's also a good strat, seemingly. Oh. Wow, how is Cool Heads in second with 600s behind? Crazy that I only gained 1 point on him. This round was so much worse than all the other rounds before, and it's crazy. Yeah. Equal now. Imagine at 50 points you would go into finalist mode and then you win one more round, which means you need one more round where you're the absolute closest of everyone. That would be sick. I won with 500s off. Crazy. This was probably my worst round. But of course, the less players there are, the more this kind of consistency, with being often just only 400 or 500s away, the more points I get with that. This is a bit sad. At least they are equal in front of me. So I'm not losing that much to cool heads. That's a bit strange with this point system, but well. I had absolutely no line up now, because the line didn't exist where I was standing. And I saved it so well. I was too early, and I saved it so well with the braking. Crazy. Holy shit, I had a very good consistency. But I'm only a few points in front. Which map is this here? I apparently finished with a 19.7 at some point on this map and was way too fast. Yeah, I do remember this track. Okay, that would work really good if I managed to be fast enough there. That's the problem. I don't remember if this was my strategy the last time that I played this map. This one I don't really know that well. Also the first map was a map, didn't play it that often. But others are also close. I think the 2000 from Marcos is the closest we had so far. Still exciting here, only 5 points. But I have a strat on this, so it's looking good. But even with that strat, only 2 points last round. Ah, nice, the closest. Yeah. Got 10 gifted by someone earlier, that was nice. What's also nice is that I could win here on the second map already. Even far before this map is over, in theory. Depends on how good I score now. Obviously I just did my worst round, 600 away, only 2 points. But extending the lead, that's important. Until here I always scored at least 2 points, if I remember correct. I scored every round and the minimum was 2 points. And 600 away was now my worst performance. And we have the first ha. And I was wondering, do I jinx myself when I say that? And bam, I get only 1 point. Fuck. I want to win on the second map, that would be cool. I think that never happened, that someone closes it out with 50 points before we go to the third map. But a 1 pointer doesn't really help me that much. But I fucked it up as well, I have to say. This should be better. Yeah, 5 points. And now I'm 1 point off. Ah, too bad that I was only scoring 1 point last round. So now I can still get sniped by someone getting the perfect time. I have to hope that this doesn't happen. That would be really bad. Yeah, I'm first. GG! Here we go. Was so afraid to hear that sound when someone gets it perfect. Actually, Cool Heads got overtaken by Nuclear. That's interesting. Nuclear is also one of the guys here. Cool Heads is here, okay. Also a good strategy. I see that more and more people are actually copying my strats with standing somewhere and accelerating at a certain time. When the cup was new, I was probably one of the only ones with such a strategy. Most of the people were just driving randomly to one of the back finishes and finishing there. Yeah, we have some really strange maps today in the edition. This one I did play, as you'll see. I have a PB, but I didn't really play it often. I think on this map here I also would have struggled. Oh, it has a straight finish, but you jump off from a... Yeah, you jump off from a curved block, which is strange. Also the acceleration here, this is not a nice, consistent way. Anyway, I will not watch it to the end. We go back to the track of the day. The gear. Aye. My god, I caught up a lot. And I lost again a lot. Different lines. Actually, Ghost on. I think that this is fast. What? Oh, if you hit it perfect? It's not easy to hit it perfect. Give me the AT. Oh, 6,000 only. Ach Mensch, I don't need that much. Give me the PB, man. Give me the 80. Ja. Ah, too bad, a bit too low. That was good speed. I watched a lot of videos today, by the way. Like also the Trackmania United remastered video. Check it out if you haven't seen it yet. It was already proposed as Creative Project of the Year in the TM Awards Discord. It's about the old nice Trackmania United Forever game, yeah, but all the UI that was still having pretty bad resolutions improved to like high resolution. Everything in the game, like not just in the main menu or some icons, like everywhere. Media tracker, the loading screens especially as well, that's super crazy how much effort was put in that. The editor, the painter, every single thing improved. I have no speed, I can feel it. Yeah, 2 tenths behind. That part is so stupid. It's so bad, literally. That was a 6th start, I believe. How does Barbos have a 15? Maybe we should check it out. Maybe there is a line that you can easily do. Because most parts I'm already taking like close to perfect. You see in the start I'm equal. Here of course every bit of exit speed plays a big role, and yeah, he got it obviously very good. So there's still a bit of improvement possible. Yeah, I don't know, he just lands good, but he's already far in front then. Not sure if it helped me a lot. Basically does exactly the lines that I try. He's far ahead, here in the start. That's crazy how much he gained. In the middle, it makes no sense to me that this works. He doesn't even need to release. I thought with the line that he took through the dirt, he would be too fast for the platform jump. But the main thing is when you land in the platform, like how much speed do you keep there? That's the main thing. And he kept good speed up. Obviously it's a world record, so. I equaled my old PB. I thought I had it actually overall. I was pretty sure I had it. Because the middle section seemed to me as if I got also the same good landing that Barbos had. Because here in the beginning I was minus 13. The only bad thing was this turn. But I was still in first in that CP here. It is time to get it, right? Not like this though. It's annoying how stuck you can be sometimes. So close to having it, and then multiple rounds that just barely don't make it. And usually What will happen is that when I get a run, which will be fast enough, I beat it in by a lot. Not just by a bit, but by a lot. Like I completely overshoot it. But it's, and that feels then really bad because it's very inefficient when you take that long. And then you get such a good time, you don't even need such a good time, just want the AT, you know? Could have come so much earlier. Okay, let's go. That was not optimal here. $700 behind. The exit speed here is good though. Yeah, but of course here you can be quite far in front if you have a good start already. Oh, sick. Not sure if that has a chance to land well. Very wide lines and 1500s too slow. When I'm not ahead here, it's gonna be difficult. It's of course very possible, but it's way more difficult. Oh man, 700. I'm so consistent. I just miss a bit of luck. I mean, this run now, it didn't even have a good start. But I drove everything really clean in the middle, but I was still unlucky to not get a better speed out of this platform landing. And still, it's only 700s behind my PB. Even though it was only an equal good start, where I can have much better starts. And I got a bad landing on the platform. But oh, come. Such a small improvement. Oh. It has to happen, right? It has to happen. I'm also consistent. Good practice for the JOTW for sure. Ouch. That had good potential. But this is it. I call it, this is it. Nah. Dafür. Another good try, but another time it's just not enough. Yeah, and then I overshoot it. Finally I have it. But then directly by over 1200. That's so typical. It's exactly what I said earlier. I could have had the AT so much earlier. But no, I didn't want to. Then it took until now. This wasn't even a great start. I was not in front here. And even this drift here was not my best drift, but somehow I was first in the CP then. But hey, I can have a better start here by 1500s or something. But I got a good landing there. It's all about that landing, then here a bit of a wobble. Here also less slowdown. Yeah, crazy. Alright. So, also I can tell you guys that I have to go into the supermarket today. But let's have a look regarding the medals. How difficult was this medal? 60. Must be doable, right? But not easy. Oof. I mean, I haven't really hunted it. whoa. That doesn't look easy. Nice respawn, huh? Oh. I'm already very close to my PB early on. Does the white light pull not have hitbox there? The world record was also kind of touching it. I was touching it now. But I thought that in the cover I was, or seeding there, I was touching it and it was hitbox. Other hitbox, I don't know. This map makes fun to hunt actually. Nope. Ugh. No, then the light pull you actually can go through. Why am I playing this map? AT hunt. I didn't get the AT yet. Healy, I was asking a question earlier. I don't know if you answered or if I missed the answer. There was a map with a hunting competition. At least I did note that down in my Google sheet. With the deadline being tomorrow. It is a Royale based map. But I have no idea where did I actually know from this competition. Was it a Reddit post that someone told me about? Where the heck did I know about it? Because I only noted down the map link and I noted down the deadline. But I don't know from where it is. Do you have any idea? Because I thought maybe you posted me something. Because you also told me about the JOTW. Maybe you know about something. With a map hunt that ends tomorrow. Okay, not you. Okay. I've really no clue where the heck did I got told about this. Must be somewhere. But it's already a bit of some time ago, like it was in February or something. Or very early March. That I got told about that hunting competition. But yeah, on the Mania Exchange website from this track there is nothing to be found about it. So I was wondering, should I actually hunt this now? Maybe I should note it down in future where the heck I had the information from. If it's not the usual team use or... Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing, really. Like, I would hunt, then I have maybe world record. But who the heck do I ask? And where do I ask him? And when I asked, like, here, was there some prize money? He could easily say no. I mean, it could be that it was posted on Reddit and then some viewer told me in stream about that. But, so the only other option is that I could find information in my Discord and Save TM chat or something. Maybe someone posted there some time ago. I'm just checking out. But no. Don't think so. Well. But there's also another competition, map hunt, another map hunt in Trackmania United for tomorrow. So I have to do something very annoying soon. As I said, I will soon go into the supermarket. Today is just a very good day to do that. And I always combine it with fueling up my car. And I was, luckily, the last time that I was at the petrol station, we still had cheaper prices, and I tried to make sure that I don't need to go into the fueling up the car for as long as possible, since the prices got extremely expensive. But now today is the day where I will have to do it, and yeah, sadly the prices are still high. They didn't really change. I was hoping that in these 3 weeks or more that I didn't have to go, that maybe the prices would get a bit lower again, so that I basically perfectly skipped the expensive part, but no. Yeah, I have the feeling it's different every day. Also, going very late, like after 9 PM, the prices are usually pretty okay. They are not necessarily the lowest, as at least on my station. They are not the lowest of the day, but the moment where they are the lowest, this moment is extremely short. Extremely short term. I remember lately I was for once midday going to the supermarket and then fueling it up, and while I was at the petrol station, it was an incredible cheap price. While I was at the petrol station parking my car, they just increased it by 3 cents. In the moment I was going there, I was like, nah, of course. Like, I was basically trying to get some fuel out of the thing, and nothing came, because it was stopped for the time that I just changed the prices. That was so annoying. But yeah. I have the feeling in the middle of the day it is like switching so often. And I mean, I always combine it with going to the supermarket. I just always combine it that way. It makes just sense. And it is always also rather cheap. You don't have to wait, there are not many cars at that time. That's nice. It's definitely not the most expensive time, because somewhere in the middle of the day you have both very cheap and very expensive. Like, it's very close together sometimes, I feel like. But the politicians, they want to actually add a rule that only once at the day the petrol stations can raise their price, but the prices are allowed to fall at any time and how often they want. Whenever that is actually active, it would mean that the prices could be the lowest when you go very late. Yeah, I was hoping that this rule is actually already active, but apparently not. Because I have a website where I can see the prices from my petrol station, and when I watched earlier it was actually a bit lower, and then I watched later and it was rising by 3 cents, so it's not active yet. Really crazy what they do with these prices. That's way too extreme. Way too extreme. It's half a euro more than what it used to be. Half a euro. Okay, last try, guys. Not white. Yeah, true. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna end here. Go to the supermarket as said. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. There's a lot of stuff in the evening. There will also be a Checkpoint Chasers Cup. And for once a cup that I can fully play from start to end. Let's see how I can do.